I will link the original recipe at the end of the video. So to start off, you're going to want to mix some white sugar. Now you can choose to use 2 different kinds of sugar. I just had this in the cupboard and I was trying to finish it up after all the Halloween baking, so I thought I would just go with plain white sugar. So I've got mixed the butter and the sugar together. You don't have to worry about it being too well mixed because you're just going to go back in there again and again and again after each ingredient has been added. So now I'm going to add the eggs and just going to crack them in. Completely normal. Usually you should use about 2. And if you're doubling the recipe and you're only using small eggs, you want to go for 5 eggs instead of 4. But I have quite large eggs, so I'm just going for the 4. So you're just going to want to mix that in. And then after that, we're going to add the flour. So I'm just using all-purpose flour because when you use self-raising with biscuits, they sometimes raise a little, and that's not really what you want. So now that's roughly mixed. I'm just going to start spooning in the flour, and I'm just going to do it a little bit by little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't end up too dry. So as you can see, I have mixed in all of the flour, and that's all quite well incorporated. But as I use all-purpose flour, and because the recipe says so, I'm just adding a little bit of baking powder. I'm just doing half a teaspoon because I don't want to rise too much. There we go. So just going with my hands, just going to stir that in everywhere so we don't get some cookies that have risen and others that haven't. So as you can see, the dough is not sticky, not very sticky, it's a little. So there we go, that's mixed in. And then I'm just going to add the chocolate chips. And these are Hershey's semi-sweet. And this dough, in my opinion, is it's delicious. So I don't like adding too many chocolate chips because then it sort of outpaces the dough. I'm just going to stir that in, and then I will be showing you how to put them in the tray. So I have just finished spreading out the chocolate chips, and I have mixed them into the dough, and I have already formed some of the cookie shapes. So what you're going to want to do is, depending of course on your preference, take some dough and roll it into a ball, and then just gently sort of squeeze it together to make it more of a flash. You don't want to make them too thin, but kind of like that. And then just put it into the tray with the others. And then I'm going to put it in the oven, which I preheated at 170 degrees. And I'm going to leave them in there for